Hi, my tubies, my Teletubbies. It's me, Sheila Truelove. And as you see here, I have my book, Best Information Before Leaving Earth, Answers That Work. You can purchase this on Amazon and Barnes and Nobles. I or you could ask me to you could put the money in my Cash app account and I will mail you a copy. The book is $9.99. $9.99. Okay? I was sitting here thinking you right now about all of this cheating going on, all of this um people who are married or in exclusive relationships, and it's this constant cheating, cutthroat, stabbing you in your back, betrayal. That is like the most horrific pain that anyone can experience. So I said, I'm the type that I don't like to just talk about the problem. I like to talk about the solution. Like I look for my peeps or what have you. Don't just come to me with a problem. Come to me with what you think may be a solution, and we could brainstorm this together. How about that? I can maybe share some insight on certain things. Maybe I could help make some suggestions. Yeah, that's the thing with me. Now, I'm thinking about all of this cheating. What is the solution? When it comes to men who are cheating on their wives, they should be castrated. And when I say castrated, I mean completely. We have to send out this message that it's not okay to go around cheating on your wife. And I'm talking about when you're married. Now, if you're dating someone, or what, when you either when you're engaged or when you're married, because in biblical times, when you were engaged, you actually had to get a divorce from the engagement. Did you know that? That's how serious they took engagement. So, if you are engaged, and this woman, or even a man, I always believe in putting an engagement ring on a man too. Because when I married my second husband, I put an engagement ring on his finger so that women know that he is spoken for. That means hands off, ladies. Come on, let's have some respect for each other now. Come on. So I put an engagement ring on his finger. The engagement ring was a thin wedding band. And then when we got married, I put a thicker, like a more thick wedding band on his finger. And that's so that other women, they know, don't waste your time. You should be looking elsewhere. This character has a ring on his finger. That means he's out of the market. He's off the market. Look elsewhere. Now, if he doesn't have a ring on his finger, he's not engaged, he's not married, then what goes down? What goes down? It is what it is. Because you shouldn't be sleeping around anyway. But anyway, if you're married or engaged and you cheat, for the men, they should be castrated. And when I say castrated, I mean their penis is cut off completely. I'm not talking about no chemical castration. Forget that. We're going to cut off the penis. We're going to cut off your testicles. And your prostate will be removed. And the reason I remove the prostate is because that's when gay men are having sex with each other. That's where they get the pleasure. You see, their penis is rubbing up against that prostate. And when that's hitting the prostate, that's what causes them to ejaculate. That's where that's the pleasure zone. Now, if we remove that prostate, even if they're taking it up the boom boom, they're still not going to get any pleasure. So those three things will be removed. What happens when the women cheat? What's going to go down with them? At first, I said they should be put to death because how could you really hurt a woman? You can't cut off of a JJ. You can't what? You can't stop her from. No. So, and then I said that's not correct because if I'm sitting up here sentencing someone to death, then that's judging a person. And as humans, we have no right to judge anyone. You see, I don't have a heaven or a hell to put anyone in, nor should I be allowed to do that because I'm not God, I'm not Jesus. Only they are supposed to judge. So when it comes to females who insist on cheating on their partner, we are going to take her. She can't be a part of the United States anymore. Okay? She's going to a third world country, and we're going to make her work in a brothel. A brothel is going to be set up like a prison. You want to sit up here, you can't keep your legs closed, you can't stop disrespecting other women. Okay, I'm going to, the partner you're with, we're going to fix that, okay? You will be working in a brothel, all of you claiming you're a sex addict. I like sex, I'm a nympho. Okay then. Nympho, sex, whatever the hell you claim to be. You will be in a brothel, and anyone can have you for $30. You get $10 out of the $30. So you can go shopping, get some more lipstick and get your wig all up to par and your front lace, and you can get some more clothes, get yourself some snacks or whatever the hell you need to do. But out of the 30, we're keeping 20 and you're keeping 10. And you will be sentenced the same way they would sentence a person, like give them a jail sentence. Prostitution, they let them out too quick. No. When you are caught sleeping with somebody else's partner, you will be sentenced no less than 7 years. Lucky number 7. In the Bible, 7 symbolizes completeness. It symbolizes perfection. So you will not be getting less than 7 years in this brothel. Miss can't keep your legs closed. Miss just gotta go humping. You like to screw? You can't help it? Okay, we're gonna help you, baby. We're gonna give you all that you can handle. And I mean, when they pay us the $30, they could do anything they want. They're not allowed to beat on you. That ain't happening. They're not allowed to beat you. They're not allowed to piss on you and defecate on you. No, we ain't having none of that. But if they want to sodomize you in your rectum, go ahead. You want blowjobs? Fill her up. Fill her belly up with your semen. One dude coming in after another, just filling her mouth up with semen. Dirty, nasty semen. Who cares? Her belly is swimming with nothing but dirty, nasty semen. Okay? Okay. You want to use her and her JJ? You got that too, baby. All for $30. And don't forget, we're going to put a brand. You know how they used to brand the animals? She's going to have a big old scarlet letter they used to have. They put the S. I mean, this is a scarlet. No, we're going to put a big old W on your forehead for the world to see. No, because you could always wear a bang to cover that up. No, we're going to put it on the side of your face, on your cheek. A big old brand. That's right. So the world can see a W, a whore. This is a whore who have no problem destroying your family, busting up households, just totally messing up children. Because, when the wife finds out that you have been sleeping with some other woman, she's kicking your behind out. Now the family's all busted up. The kid don't have their father no more. Or the father had to kick the mom out. Where's the mom? Whatever. Now, you're busting up families. You're destroying children's lives, prostitutes. You don't care. Whores, or you whores out here, you don't care. Well, I understand. You don't care, and I get it. You don't have to care. Because I care enough for you and for the rest of the people who you are messing up the quality of life for everyone. You selfish sack of manure dust mites. You want to sit up here and destroy and ruin it for everyone because of your lack of self-control, your selfishness, your narcissistic, psychopathic, sociopathic usually, something that happened to you in your childhood. Oh God, you was traumatized. Who hasn't been traumatized, for God's sake? Who hasn't? I've been traumatized. My children have traumatized the hell out of me. I had a man who I love like crazy, who he recently died last Sunday. He was not a full-blown narc, but he was a narc. The man hurt me so bad till I was like, I needed almost a straitjacket. I was ready to walk out in front of a bus. Let's check this out. Literally almost ready to kill myself. That's how traumatized and how hurt I was. Why? Because of some freaking whores out here. Can't keep their pussy in their panties. All this other crazy nonsense. Who hasn't been traumatized? I was raped before. Even though, to be honest, the kid didn't even have to rape because I liked him. I was dating him, and he didn't have to. If he would have waited a little while. Yeah. But no, he raped me. And as he was raping me, he was kept saying, "You're going to have my baby. Yeah, you're going to have my baby." This is what he kept saying while he was raping me. Whatever. But anyway, he was a jerk. Whatever. He was Aquarius, too. Whatever. I'm just... Ugh. But I have been traumatized. There's people who have been beaten up. There's people... If you want to see traumatized, look at soft white underbelly. Go on YouTube, type in soft white underbelly, and listen to these people's experiences and listen to these people's testimonies. So you can know. You know, the world is a concrete jungle. It's a jungle out there. Concrete. Now, what happened to you in your childhood, you had no control over that. We understand. I have empathy, sympathy, compassion, all the above, if you will, for you. I hurt for you. But the moment you hit 30 years old, 30, that's a full-blown adult. You're in the driver's seat now. You're supposed to take yourself and to put yourself in counseling and a support group. Hear me when I tell you, please don't just put yourself in counseling because that's not going to work. That's not going to help heal you. No, 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 no. You have to put yourself in counseling and a support group. Because in these support groups, you have other people who can identify with where you're coming from. I've been through it. How did you manage to get through it? You have to have people who you could go to the movies with, who you could eat dinner with, who you could spend the night over each other's house, who you could travel with, do things with. That's support. And to give you the perfect example of the best support group you could ever find, there's a show on Hulu. It's called Mom. M-O-M. I recommend anyone who needs to be in recovery because you've been traumatized, things happen to you so horrible that you can't seem to get past. You need to find a support group like that show Mom. You know, and you have to go into counseling because counseling is going to help you to heal, to make you go back in time. So you can see where it started and we can start to nip this in the bud as we have more counseling. Please make sure you see your counselor at least once every 2 weeks. Find someone who can do that. Once every 2 weeks, you might have to give up a co-pay of $20. Okay? Because I had to go into counseling, $20, and then I had to find a support group. I joined Al-Anon. I tried the NA thing. I can't do NA people because they keep messing up. They keep relapsing all over the place, whatever. But I've done the Alcoholics Anonymous. I like that. I also go to meetups. I also created my own women's group on Marco Polo. Because women, well, it used to be women. Now I opened it up to just, and the beauty of the Marco Polo group is you don't even have to leave your house. You just download the app Marco Polo, and you get my phone number, put my phone number in, we pull you in, and you write in the group. In the privacy, the comfort of your own home. That's a beautiful thing. If you can't find a support group that works for you, create one. Create one because you have got to start the healing process somewhere. No more of this blame game. My mother was a bitch. My mother was a narcissist. Oh, this was this. My dad, all he did was beat us up. My dad used to punch my mom around the room. Whatever. All of this. Once you hit 30, sweetheart, 30, you can know when you're in your 20s, you're a pre-adult. I see 20s as, when you're like a baby from 0 to 13, you're still like in baby stage. Once you hit 13 to 19, that's teen stage. Once you hit 20 to 29, that's pre-adult stage. Once you hit 30, bam! Come on. You got to own it. You got to start being accountable, take responsibility. You're 30. You're in the driver's seat now. No one is going to come and abuse you no more because you're not going to let them. That's it. That's all. It's a wrap. It's over. And you let all of these people who are haters be your motivators. Because I've met a lot of people who are haters. Like when I first wrote my book here, as you see, I had haters. And you know what they did? They just motivated me even more. I got my second book, which I've been working on. Oh my God, it's called Daily Motivational Thoughts, Positive Thinking, and Inspiration Every Day of the Year. Now, these are words that are very powerful that I'm writing with my second book. And it's way thicker than this one. I haven't been working on it. I'm up to May because it's for every day. And I haven't been, I finished writing it. I finally finished writing. I just have to edit it. And I'm working on the editing now, which I've gotten up to May. But I've had so many things happen that has distracted me. I was in the hospital for 5 days and pancreatitis, and I just realized they told me I have diabetes. I'm on this insulin nonsense. I'm going to be on that for about 4 months and watch Sheila True Love. Off that, I already lost 25 pounds. Hey, way to go, girl. I ain't trying to be stuck with no health issues. High blood pressure, yeah. Lowered the salt. Anytime I get anything that's processed, I always make sure it's low sodium. Low sodium. This is all new to me, so I've had distractions trying to get my health back on track. And you know me, Sheila True Love, come on now. Ain't no stopping her. Ain't no stopping me now. I'm on the move. Huh! That's the attitude you have to do, baby. And back to these haters, you let them be your motivators. The more they sit up there and hate on me, the more they inspire me. Wow, I say to myself, wow, I must be really doing it up. I must be doing it. I must be blowing for you to hate me like that. Yo, everything I do is to try to make this world a better place. Well, my community anyway. I can't fix the world, but I damn sure could do some things for my community. So anytime you are doing things to make the world a better place, or at least trying to make the world a better place, bravo to you. Kudos. Hercules, yes, to you. And forget those haters, because I think about Beyonce. I think about Rihanna. I think about Michelle Obama. I think about Joyce Myers. All of these people had haters. You know when Beyonce used to go to a party and she used to go and she turned it up, those other females was looking at her with hatred and daggers coming out of their eyes. So what did Beyonce do? She took her haters and used them as her motivators. Because the more you hate me, the more you keep showing and telling me that, wow, I must really be amazing. Not trying to gas my head up or anything, but thank you. I appreciate that. Keep on hating, baby. Now you done motivated me. I'm going to go home and I'm going to come up with some new dance steps, yup. Like me, I want to know how to Vogue. Because voguing is my personality. That's just Sheila True Love's personality. I like the dance steps. If anybody out there knows how to Vogue, I'm willing to pay. Come on over, Teach Sheila True Love. I live in Albany, New York. I need some dance steps on how to Vogue. I'm too tight. I need to loosen the hell up. And I need to I love the Vogue. I don't care if it's outdated. I don't care. I want to dance the dance that looks good on me, where I could bring out my personality. It's totally elegant. It's classy. It's sophisticated. It's OMG. It's not over-sexualized. It's just totally knowing your worth. That's what that dance symbolizes to me. It shows that you are totally confident. Hello. Vogue. I love that. Especially these gay guys, man. They could tear that Vogue up. The way these gay guys do it. Any gay people out there, holla. So anyway, I just wanted to share that with you, my tubies, briefly, because I just got through doing my Bible reading, and I was just thinking about all of this cheating and all of this infidelity out here, and how families and households are being busted up simply because people don't know how to exercise self-control and discipline, especially at the age of 30 and up. It's ridiculous. You can't cheat, dudes, if you ain't got nothing to cheat with. Now can you? And now that these dudes don't have their penis to constantly keep distracting them, now they could do the things that they're supposed to be doing. They could focus on what you're supposed to focus on, like being good fathers. Yeah, and when you want children, make sure you have a sperm, shoot some sperm in a cup, and they'll put it in storage so the woman can get a turkey baste or whatever and shoot it up in her if you want family later on down the road. So make sure they're sperm before you castrate them. Do you want children? Yeah, okay, we're going to put your sperm somewhere, man, and we're going to freeze that all up somewhere, and we're castrating you. That's right. Just you know that going in, okay? I'm glad we understand that because you put yourself in this position. You didn't know how to be faithful and loyal. You had no concern or didn't care how you could hurt other people and destroy people. So now that you didn't care, guess what? We don't care. So when he wakes up from his surgery, he's now officially a eunuch. A eunuch who can focus on raising his family, going to work, coming back home, doing Bible study with his family on the weekend, going to church on Sunday like he's supposed to, waking up in the morning, doing his, before they go to bed at night, they do their daily devotional and do one chapter of Bible reading out of that Bible. You'll raise your children like you're supposed to, the ones that you do have. Now you can focus. And for these women who are hot in their behind, yeah, we got rid of you out of the United States. After your 7-year stretch in jail, have you been screwed enough? Now, while we have these women in jail, we're also going to educate them also. Don't get it twisted. We're going to educate them for the last year that they're in. When we know that they're getting ready to leave on the 6th year, we're going to be educating them on how they're supposed to conduct themselves and exercise of self-control, and they're supposed to turn to their Bible, their Lord and Savior, their Creator, when they feel at a loss. Because I remember when I left Jehovah's Witnesses, I felt a little lost. But then I said, hold up. Ain't no reason for me to be out here feeling lost. Because you see, I've always been taught to worship Jehovah God and follow Jesus Christ. So as long as I continue to follow Jesus Christ's teachings, I won't be lost. I'm going to be okay. Yeah, there you go. So when I find myself in situations or certain positions, I always say to myself, hold up, let me think for a minute. Hold up. Like when somebody asks me something, I usually say, let me get back to you on that. I'll say, okay, you know what? Can I get back to you on that? That gives me a chance to think clearly. And I'll call them or I'll send them a text and give them my answer. I'll get back to you on that. Make those words your best friend. Okay, let me get back to you on that. If it's something that you feel you need to think through, you don't want to commit yourself to things that if you want to be reliable. And if I don't know if I'm going to be reliable, then give me a chance to think about it and I'll get back to you. So I always say, what would Jesus want me to do in this situation? Right? Because I know that I'm a representative of Jesus Christ. That's my title. That's my God-given title. Like the Bible says, God is the one who selects people to represent him. And I am a representative of Jesus Christ. Yes, I am. And I know you say that the suggestion that I put out there is harsh. No, in biblical times, if you sat up there and cheated, you was put to death. There was no questions, ifs, ands, buts about it. You were put to death. Both of you. So you see how nice I am? I'm not putting you to death. But anyway, when I was feeling lost, I found my Jesus Christ pulled me back in. Here he go, pulling me back in, sitting Sheila down. Sheila, listen. You are supposed to be... Look, my sheep know me. Jesus said, my sheep know me. They recognize my voice. They hear me. They recognize who I am. You are supposed to be listening to me anyway. Not no governing body. Not no Jehovah's Witnesses. No, you're supposed to be following my teachings. So there is no need for you to be lost, little one. There is no need. And I always read the Proverbs of the day. Like today is May 9th. This is my ex-fiance's birthday. He died. He would have been 67 today. But anyway, today is May 9th, so I read Proverbs chapter 9. I already did my Bible reading for Proverbs chapter 9. Now, the beauty of reading the Proverbs of the day is it's always going to keep you 3 steps ahead of other people. You see? You're going to always know how to handle situations because the book of Proverbs makes you very, very wise. No one can outsmart God or outthink God. So if God and Jesus Christ is your teacher and you're following them, you're not going to run into too many people who can outthink you or who can outsmart you. So don't forget to read your Proverbs of the day. They're usually very short chapters, and then you think about it, meditate about it, you lay back and process it all in your head and everything. And then you're ready to get out there, back into that concrete jungle out there. So please, I hope that you not only hear what I'm saying, but you actually listen to what I'm saying. And hopefully it will make your life better, easier, or I don't know. I learned something about myself today also, as I was taking a self-inventory of myself, and I realized that I tend to attract people who are lost. I don't know why God, Jesus used me as maybe that's, everyone has a gift. God gave everyone a gift. I think my gift is to motivate and inspire people, because I get so many notifications saying, Sheila, thank you so much. You helped me with this. You helped me with that. At one time, I wasn't even working. But after talking to you, I actually got up off my behind and went out there and got a job. Because you made it very clear that no woman should sit up here dependent on no dude. Oh, hell no. Because when your looks start to change and your body starts to change, that so-called love, that starts to change. So you always have to have a backup plan. Don't ever eat the bread of laziness. Please. So she got out there, actually 3 women said they got off their behind and they got what? They went out there and got themselves a job. And they realized that you can't keep using these men as a crutch. That's what a lot of these women have a man. It's a crutch. They don't feel they can stand up independently on their own. Let me tell you, all you need, sweetheart, if you're going to have a crutch, let Jesus be on one side and God on the other, Jehovah God on the other. You see, those are your 2 crutches. Those are the only crutches that you need. Kick those dudes if they're not treating you correctly. Kick that crutch away and watch how you're going to still be able to stand independently on your own. As long as you have God and Christ, baby, you good to go. Anyway, this is Sheila True Love. As always, loving you genuinely, always loving you so much. You always have a choice. And until my next video, I'll see you on the other side. Bye for now, my darlings.